Hello everybody, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise, and welcome to another case of I wasn't exactly ready to start recording yet, but I was coming here to look at jewels, and noticed there's new ones. This right here, I mean, I don't have the money to make anything currently. This is why I say you'll probably want Great Azuchi tails. Specifically tail pluses, but it's just a good habit to get into to break Great Azuchi's tail. Because this jewel, I know it probably isn't meta, but for someone of my skill level, the less time sharpening, the better. So, that is what I'd recommend for anybody of roughly my skill level. Because of this, which is Horde Maestro, which is just, I mean, if you're using a hunting horn, you may as well have it. Stamina Thief, basically any blunt weapon, so hunting horn or hammer. It just helps you exhaust the monster faster. Physique is nice. Venom for your poison weapons. And I think that's really about it. I was coming here to see if I could make. Yes, I can. I just need some money.
Come to me if you need new gear.
Yeah, this probably already tells you what we're doing today. I want to see. Yeah, I only need one level of it. Let's make some money. Not item pouch, item box. So we're gonna come all the way over to here, and we're gonna auto sort. We have a steel egg. I don't really want to. We only have one, so I don't really want to sell it. Let's see. We'll need our apex beast claws. We have a fair few Anjanath scales, so there's an easy 5,200. Sell 5 of those, 5 of those, and we're already up to 12,000. We have quite a few regular Azuchi pelts, and we're probably never going to need them again, so we'll sell 10 of those. I mean, they're good for Azuchi materials, if nothing else. Come over to here. Let's sell 15 of this, because it's not the hardest to get more of. Yeah, that's probably good. And now we have money. I'd suggest basically just doing that whenever you're finding yourself in need of money. There we go. We'll just slap this right into the weapon because, you know, may as well. Do have the Fortitude Jewel. I'm not going to bother moving it though. The free meal though. That is something I will bring along. Because free meal is nice. There we go. Let's see, what else can we make right now? We can make a grinder jewel. We can make only one, but we can make it. I think I need the Wrath Wing Talons for upgrading this charge blade further. Yes, I do. So I don't really want to make that, because that'll set me back even more of those. Could actually make a few defense jewels. Could make 4 of them. So that would be a pretty decent boost to defense. We don't really have much else to make, so we could actually do that. I mean, there is Hungerless, which would require us to eat less. We could make that and the 4 defense up jewels. I'm gonna make the defense jewels. And now we still have 1 Aqua Glow. So what I could do... Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna set these decorations first. Because we don't even have more than 4 spaces left, there's no point. Yeah, we only have 4 spaces left. So there we go. We now have 4 points of defense boost, so it's an extra 20 plus 5% plus 3 to elemental resistances. Not bad.
Now get hunting.
And we're now at 232 defense. We're immune to Fire Blight. Yeah. Our fire attack is 35. Yeah, this is a pretty good setup I've got here, in my humble opinion. I could do with some more critical eye, but I mean, really, if I could make those jewels, I would have made them instead of defense up. But the critical eye jewel is also a 3-slot jewel, like a level 3 slot. So it's not exactly the easiest to fit more of it into your armor. It's more of something you want the armor itself doing if you want critical eye. Now, the quest that we are going to be doing. We got all this, which I forgot to show last time, but I knew what we were going to be doing this time, so it's not a big deal in the slightest. We're going to be coming into here, and we're going to Charge Blade Coalesce. Coalesce our Charge Blade. Okay, I was about to say, well, this is a bad idea, but Royal Ludroth is weak to fire. It's a shame that the fish stick is immune to fire. I'm pretty sure. I'll accept the quest. This is the Charge Blade we're using. This is the one I've got. Fish stick, where are you? There it is. Well, it's not immune. And in the grand scheme of things, that is its second weakness, is fire. So this actually isn't the worst weapon. Yeah, weaknesses in Monster Hunter aren't always what you'd expect them to be. They can sometimes be quite weird, and I still need to manage my inventory a bit. I'm just going to continue talking, because I'm tired, and this is just what happens when I'm tired. I talk a lot. There we go. Away we go! This is to teach us to be as flexible as water, basically. Also, this does have a mild bit of blue sharpness to it. So we're going to hit pretty hard for our first few hits. And then basically nothing past that. No, it won't be nothing, but it'll be reduced damage past the blue sharpness. That's why I kind of wish I could have upgraded immediately to the next one, but I didn't have the materials. Can't upgrade if I don't have the materials. I'm just grabbing these perm buffers because they are right here, and it's hardly out of the way to get them. It is gonna be easy. I'm not overconfident. You guys are overconfident. I may have momentarily forgot what I was using. Yep, there goes the blue sharpness. Now, we won't be seeing a huge attack drop, but we are dealing less damage now, because we're no longer in blue sharpness. With the right armor set, we'd actually be dealing more damage right now. With Bludgeoner, I believe the skill is. Ow. I always do that. Gods, I'm so bad at this. Now, one thing I will note is, people will go on and on about how good free meal was in World. But I think they forget that free meal without Tigrex armor from Iceborne is only like a 10% chance. That is the stock chance of free meal working. And that's all you can get because it's just a 1-level skill. So basically, you also have to wear Tigrex armor. Or else, well, you just don't get it. I'd honestly say free meal is far more powerful here in Rise. Even though the overall percentage for having a level 3 version of the skill is lower by, I think, 10%. From what I remember, World is 50? It might be 60. Actually, no, it's 60. So it's 20% lower. But you can have that, 40% chance without having to wear, armor that otherwise isn't the best. Like, Tigrex armor is bad in Iceborne. It's just not the best. Aside from free meal. And free meal itself is just a downright busted skill. Especially when, you consider that you have potentially infinite ancient potions, which fully restore your HP and stamina. Now, it is just a 40% chance, but that's still quite the chance. Man, I love being able to put weapons away quickly. There's that. We'll try to get his tail. Wow, we seriously didn't have a single Royal Redrop Claw? Okay. Fun fact I think I've mentioned before. Before I picked up the Switch Axe, I was actually maining the Charge Blade in Generations. I didn't actually use the Switch Axe in Generations until after having played World and using the Switch Axe there. And safe to say, I'm still better with the Switch Axe even in the older games than I am many of the other weapons. Nullberry 10, and I don't trust Latte to do his job, which I feel is fair, because Latte rarely does his job. There's the tail. I think I've already got the title for this episode in mind. Because all of the skill episodes, as you've all probably noticed, generally have something to do with the weapon itself. And, are something along the lines of learning it, or, something like that. Well, aside from struggling with the lance, that wasn't a Switch skill quest, I don't think. Might have been. Was it? No, it was. It was a Switch skill quest. So this one is going to be charging our blade. Or charging my blade. I've yet to decide. It'll be one of the two.
It got away.
No, it's not gonna be It Got Away. That's not a catchy name for an episode. I mean, like, if I was like a fishing channel, then It Got Away would actually probably be a fairly decent title. Because, you know, it doesn't tell you what got away, just it. So you don't know what I caught that got away. And then, you know, it'd be a fairly good title for a fishing channel. I guess scale. I'm having terrible luck with tails lately. The downside if I was a fishing channel is I'm not like majorly aquaphobic, but I'm definitely a bit aquaphobic. I don't like being around big bodies of water. Definitely don't like being in big bodies of water. I'm fine with smaller bodies of water, but not big ones. Like lakes, no. Puddles, yeah. I can handle a puddle. But significantly harder to sink and drown in a puddle. I was born with my mother's gift of sinking. She cannot swim, and neither can I. I have sunk with a life jacket on before. The life jacket was probably not weighted for me because I have this habit of not weighing myself. I just kind of assume my weight. And normally I'm pretty spot on, so I can't really be blamed for that one. End result was the same though. I missed. I fired, and I missed. And I fired, and I missed again. Game Grumps reference. Speaking of that, that does honestly remind me that when I was younger, I was legitimately a hipster when it came to popular YouTubers at my school. Like, I distinctly remember being in grade 9 French class and hearing kids at the back of the class referencing Asif movie, and as they had clearly just learned about it. And I was literally up at the front of the class mumbling to myself, I've known about that for years. Because as the, like, they were on, like, Tom was on Asif movie 4 or 5. Might have been 3. Yeah, I'm in a trap because this is a multi-month quest. Might have been 3. I Am a Stegosaurus. That Asif movie had basically just come out. Like, it had been a few months. So, like, that's how I knew they hadn't already known of Tomska, or else they would have been quoting it immediately. I need a new trap. I was like, why am I running to the tent? I need a new trap. I felt so, like, proud of myself and, like, slightly annoyed in the other kids. Like, they didn't already know who Tomska was. Because I was a little shit. I still am, honestly. But, like, I'm not a hipster anymore. At least I hope I'm not. I'll joke about stuff like that, but I'm not serious about it anymore. Wait, why am I going up? I need to go down. I need to go into here. Okay, this is where the fish stick is. The cave that everybody hates. Except me. I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid. I mean, it is a fair assumption. I could just be stupid. Yes, roar. Oh, blue drop. Pushing me around, buddy. Bam! Blocked. Arguably a waste of sharpness, because I could have just dodged it. But I like blocking things. Which is ironic, because I wasn't doing that with the lance. Okay, these Ludroths are really getting in the way. How's my niche? Scratchy niche. Which has been scratched.
This one's gonna hit hard.
No, it isn't. I missed. But like, when I was younger, I actually followed Ed's World and Tomska's content from like basically nearly the moment they had started, like basically Ed had started posting Ed's World stuff. It was like I'd been trolling around Newgrounds and found him on there. And then found Tom on YouTube a fair bit later. Fun fact, also, one of my friends back then blamed Ed's World for my drinking of Coca-Cola. Completely ignoring the fact that I had drank a lot of Coke before I started watching Ed's World. I don't know if he thought that little of my intelligence or not, but like, I'm not the type to like watch content and then imitate it. I never have been. I went with muck resistance instead of all this defense up. But hey, the defense up has probably helped because I haven't gone through, you know, a full stack of first aid meds just fighting the Ludroth. So trying to block. It didn't work. Okay, good opportunity to do this. I do kind of wish, and it might be, and I've just not ever gotten it. I do really wish the big, like, energy blade was still a thing for a skill for the charge blade, because that was like my favorite thing to do.
Oh no, you don't.
I had it paired with another skill that rose my maximum number of files. So I had like 8 files, and the full like 8 file energy blade was massive and dealt huge amounts of damage. It was definitely gimmicky, like there was probably far better skills I could be using, but that was gimmicky and fun, and let's face it, that's what matters in Monster Hunter. So, you know, it's why I've been honestly tempted to try out the bubble dance, like Mitsun's armor. Because that just seems fun. Like, purposefully bubble blighting yourself? That sounds fun as hell. Like, I'm sorry, heck. This is YouTube. You know, this is still dealing fairly respectable damage. At least in my opinion. Like, it's dealing damage that, you know, I would expect. Especially because, you know, this is the big damaging mode. And in that mode, I deal pretty decent damage. It's not Swtich axe levels of damage, but the charge blade isn't meant for that. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck. I was also just stuck running on the wall. That is a feature I don't like. The sideways run on the wall. I know I don't think I was doing it there, but like I don't like that. I get there's undoubtedly uses for it, and like speedrunners are probably putting it to great effect. But I ain't one of those, and it gets really annoying. It doesn't get annoying that I'm not a speedrunner. It gets annoying to run on walls. Maybe I should clarify. Jesus, this episode's gonna be pretty long. It is also like super hot, and I've had my AC turned down for the past hour. And it's getting hot. Like, the lowest setting on my AC is like it slows the room heating up. It doesn't keep the room at a constant temperature. It just slows the room heating up. The middle setting keeps it at a roughly constant temperature, and the highest setting cools it off. The issue is, the highest setting and the middle setting are both stupidly loud. And, yeah, I'd basically have to be nearly screaming for you guys to actually coherently hear me over it. It's that loud. Like, it's so loud that if I have it on while I'm, say, talking to Robotic on Discord, Discord's auto-balancing of the audio will cease picking me up. Because I'm not that loud. The thing is literally louder than I am. And it's just a constant drone. So... yeah. I wish hiccups. I wish I could have it up. I just wish these hiccups would go away. Pretty sure all I need is a drink. Does it look like I can take a drink right now? I ain't a Mario Brothers speedrunner. I can't take a drink during the loading screens. That is a joke you guys are probably not going to understand. It's also a joke kind of in bad taste. I apologize for that. Because the person responsible for that has apologized. And it seemed like a decently sincere apology, so... not that I should even care. I'm not a Mario speedrunner. Nor do I watch Mario speedrunners. He's making a lot of references tonight. Jeez. Also, geez, I thought I was gonna manage to get like at least 3-4 episodes done tonight? No. I am way too tired. I know my sessions mean nothing to you guys, but this is probably going to be a 2-episode session. I'm going to need to record again tomorrow. I'm trying to make sure I don't have anything to do on the 25th, because the 25th is a very important day. Of which you guys will learn why it's a very important day on the 25th. That's all I'm going to say for now. Man, this is taking a while, though. It's probably getting close to being able to capture it, though. I'm saying though a lot. Though, though. You know, if you say a word long enough, it actually stops like, having meaning. It stops losing meaning. It loses meaning. It's like if you say though long enough, it'll just stop losing. It'll just stop meaning things to you, and it'll just be a sound you're making. It's kind of funny how that works. I honestly wonder if people that, like, perform speeches often and thus, like, rehearse their speech a lot, I wonder if they run into that issue where, like, their entire speech stops meaning things to them because they repeated it so much. It's just like, yeah, these are just words. Not even words, they're just sounds. They don't mean literally anything to me anymore. Maybe that's why so many rich people are just evil. It would explain a lot. Because it's almost a universal that, like, they'll talk about doing good all the time. So, maybe that's the issue. They've talked about it too much. It means nothing to them anymore. Let's be honest, they're rich because it meant nothing to them in the first place. But, which is why I'll probably never be rich. Because let's be honest, I'm the type of person that if I had $5 left, and I encountered somebody who needed that $5, even if it meant I was going hungry to give them that money, I would give them that money. That's just the type of person I am. It helps that I know, because I lived in the country, I shoved a lot of things in my mouth I probably shouldn't have. I know I could probably forage for something to keep myself fed. I mean, quite honestly, all I'd have to do is wander around until I found a wild blueberry patch. There's a fair few of them in Nova Scotia. Just eat the leaves. You don't even need to eat the blueberries, just eat the leaves. There's a decent amount of nutritional value there. It's not a lot, but it's enough. Not as much as eating the blueberries, but if those aren't available, the leaves will do. Though I say I shoved a lot of things in my mouth I shouldn't have. One of my older brothers had a friend, who I consider a friend too, that went through a phase of literally shoving everything he could into his mouth when he was like 17, 18. Like, so, you know. Might have actually been older than that. Oh, yawning. I at least tended to keep myself the things that look safe enough to eat. Like, I know there's a type of berry I saw a lot. I never tried to eat because I'd never seen anyone else even attempt to eat them. And they were 90% seed. Like, they were basically a giant seed in the center of a tiny berry shell. So, I barely even ever saw birds eating them. So I assume based off of that they're probably not safe to eat. But, you know, that's also probably very likely how early humans learned how to eat most things. Or, like, learned what they could and could not eat, was observing other animals. Like, some things are easy. Like, I would be fully willing to bet that most early humans were carnivores. Because that just makes logical sense. Meat is a universal thing we can eat from any creature, except ourselves. We can't eat ourselves. To be honest, no creature, as far as I know, can eat itself without going mad. So, like, eat its own species. Which is basically what happens if you eat human meat. You go mad. So, don't do it. It's getting weird and dark. Again, capturing, because this has been a long time. Like, this has been almost half an hour of just this quest. There we go. But, like, that's almost undoubtedly how humans learned what they could and could not eat. Is just watching other animals. Meat was a granted. We probably hunted for meat and fish, like, immediately. But for plant life, that was probably a learned behavior from watching other animals. And before anyone says it, yes, humans are indeed animals. And we got some stuff. We still only have one Royal Ludroth Claw. Hey, some dash extract. That's pretty neat. Some money. That's also pretty neat. We need lots of that. We have Axe Hopper. Here we are. Okay. I was just finishing up taking a drink.
Hello.
We got that. So, I don't really like spear bugs. We'll gather insects.
See you later then.
Now we should come and manage our inventory really quick. Partially because, I mean, this is just where you check switch skills too. Change switch skill. And here we have the condensed spinning slash. I don't think I've done this ever. So maybe I'll just keep this one. And here has Axe Hopper, which this is the ZLA, which is our guard. Which, you know, fills files. This, using recoil to propel. Going upward. Yeah, I like this. Could just be because that's what I'm used to, but like, it's just kind of what I like. I know what I like. So we're gonna come over here to end things off today. I I should probably set the controller down before doing spins, but that's fine. With that, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow as we do something. I don't know. See you all then.